Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning class. My name is Farami Kende and this is English language. Today we'll be taking the topic continuous writing. Another continuous writing, we have the outlines, descriptive composition, we have informal letter writing, we have semi-formal letter, and we have the differences between an informal letter and a semi-formal letter writing. Now let us take the first item we have here, which is the descriptive essay. A descriptive essay is a kind of essay that describes a person, a place, or a thing. By describing, we have to go into details in order to draw the attention of the reader and to have a vivid picture of what we are describing. Like every other essay writing, a descriptive composition has a particular structure in writing. And this structure includes the introduction, the body of the composition, and the conclusion or the concluding paragraph. When writing the introduction of a descriptive essay, we should start with a very interesting picture that gets the attention of the reader. Sometimes when our essay or composition isn't attractive enough, our readers may be bored and get tired of reading it. So in order to put an end to this feeling, we have to find catchy words and interesting phrases that would actually glue our readers to their seat and make them have that interest in reading along and reading on what we have in our composition. Then we move to the body of the composition. The body of the composition comprises the detailed description of what we are talking about. If it's a person, we include that person, the height, the age, the complexion, the way the person looks, the way the person walks, the way he talks, and everything you can think of, just to make the reader imagine this person in his or her mind and then get the particular picture of what that person looks like, or how the person looks, or what the person looks like. Before we can go into giving a vivid description of a person, we should know who that person is, how that person is to us. In the introduction, I said we should always look for a catchy phrase or sentence to glue our readers to knowing what our composition is about. We can add in our introduction how we met this person, where we met the person, what brought us together, or the kind of relationship that we share. Then we go into describing the person in details. Then the concluding paragraph can be a summarization of all that we have in both the introduction and the body of the letter. We can also sum everything that we've been talking about right from the beginning, that is the introduction and the body, in our concluding paragraph, and why we really like that person or the thing or the place, the memory that we've shared or that we would like to have about that person or the thing. All these are the things that we can use to end a descriptive composition, to make it a fantastic one. Now, let us discuss the features of a descriptive composition. Here are listed the features that a descriptive composition should have. The first one says it should include a full description or detailed description of that, a detailed description that appeals to the sense of a reader. What do we mean by a detailed description that appeals to the sense of a reader? When we are describing a place and we add the geographical features of the place, we talk about the hills, the slopes, the forestation, the ridges, the rivers that we come across, the atmosphere. All these things create an imagination in the mind of the reader. making the reader feel as if he's actually there and is seeing these things. It makes the reader feel that sense of being there and wanting to be there. These are the things we mean by a description, a detailed description that appeals to the sense of the reader. We have the use of adjectives and adverbs to give concrete descriptions. The use of adjectives and adverbs can also add to the content of our descriptive essay and make it look even more concrete. We can say a high mountain, and a steepy slope, a large wide river, flowing slowly. All these adverbs and adjectives help to create interest in the mind of the reader. The use of comparison. The use of comparisons also help to give our reader the interest to read on and to also awaken that imagery in the mind of the reader. Take for instance, we are trying to describe an old bicycle. We can compare that bicycle with a motorcycle. A motorcycle is a machine that requires less effort in riding, while a bicycle requires the effort of the person who is riding. The application of the pedal, the brakes and all, that actually gears the bicycle to move on. It creates the difference between the bicycle and the motorcycle. All these things help to buttress our descriptive composition. Let us have in mind that as long as we have these features in our mind and this structure, when we follow them, when we adhere to them, we practice more, we get better and better. A few questions are going to pop up on the screen now for you to practice on. If you have any difficulty in answering these questions, you can please review the video once again to update yourself.